Yeah, QSL, I'm glad you're following. Yeah, we had a cold blast there beginning of February there. I see Alaska opened her doors up and let some of that dry, cold Arctic air out. And that jet stream pulled her right down on top of our southern Gulf Islands. And it mixes with the warmer, moist Pacific air and translates into snow. So, yeah, we had snow on the ground. And coldest temperature we had during that freeze-in was minus 3.9 degrees Celsius. So we had one early morning minus 3.9 degrees Celsius, and that was it. And most of the temperatures were just above freezing, above zero, and just below freezing at night. So not cold enough to damage anything we have. And hopefully that's it for winter now. We're done. I want to say we're done here on the Gulf Islands. We had a week and a half of that stuff, and we're done.
During the day, and a lot of wind during the night, so I think I'm going to the 12 degrees from the early hours of the morning, so, and I can't wait till we get to the school winter weather, mate. I'm really, excuse me, hanging out for the rain. I'm going to pump a lot of oil through the dams and that at the moment, but hanging out for the rain, but as soon as it gets really cold, mate, down 0 degrees here, I'll be a big bloody stook and just getting the fire going, the wood fire for a 3, 4, 5 gun QSO.
Yeah, QSL there, and yeah, we got our wood stove going like 24/7 through the winter months. That's how we heat our house here. I'm burning a lot of eucalyptus wood right now and Douglas fir. Right now we got eucalyptus in there, and it burns pretty hot. But we're on our way to spring here. I know you're opposite season in the southern hemisphere. So up here in the northern hemisphere, March 20th is the first day of spring. And our long-range forecast here on the Gulf Islands is looking pretty good. Tomorrow I see 12 degrees Celsius, then 13 degrees Celsius, and low temperatures around 7 or 8 degrees Celsius. So not so bad. I mean, considering we are this far north, and we are actually in Canada. So I know the rest of Canada can get pretty darn cold in winter, QSL.
Understand it, buddy, and just let you know, 9 plus, so you're just getting up there, coming up a little bit on your last over, mate. But I still saw a few times in the, it was probably about half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, another YouTube one from you, with the good lovely wife, Wendy. But I take my hat off to, I think it's Christy, her name, the daughter, you were here in the morning going in that water, mate. I saw the 3 days videos, still figuring I only when I get up and it's still hot, and I think, well, if it's 0 degrees over there, I wouldn't be going in the water, but, mate, I really envy you for getting to be able to do it not far away from home there, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, and well, you know, Krista, Wendy's daughter, Krista, got me into it, and she does it. She's been doing it for a long time. She's 38 now, 38 years old. I got 22 years on her. But the first time I did it, it was not very much fun. But every time I did it, it got easier and easier. And now when I go in there, it doesn't faze me. And I can sit on the beach out there with my board shorts on and no shirt and drink hot chocolate and say, yeah, you know what? I can feel the difference in air temperature, how much warmer it is. So it's going to be that much easier in the springtime, too, when it warms up a lot more. But, yeah, we went to a different beach today. We drove to a different sandy private beach. The only way there is if you know the owners of the property or you get to that beach by boat. So it's a nice big sandy beach. But yeah, ocean temperature was only 8 degrees, which is still pretty darn cold. As low as the ocean gets here is usually around 7. That's in the coldest months, about down to 7 degrees Celsius. So honestly, yeah, I'd much rather be in Australia right now swimming, QSL.
Station there, mate. I did hear a murmur underneath you, but I take my hat off to you, mate, and I watched a few of the videos and that went well. I'd love to be able to do that. I do take a dip in the dams. like to bite your toes. I've got all those little marks on my toes when I do go in the dam, and also into the chicken pens. The chickens like to pick my toes, mate. So I've got this problem with my feet at the moment, mate. It's either crows biting my feet or the chickens biting my feet too, mate.
That's funny. Yeah, we don't have anything like that here. We have, I mean, there's prawns and shrimp out there, and there's crabs and stuff, but they're not going to bother you. And we got the killer whales, got those orcas out there, maybe the odd shark cruising around, but nobody ever gets bitten by those things. But I've been bitten by a crab before, but only in my hands. I was taken out of the crab trap and it pinched onto me, and that doesn't feel very good, man. They're pretty powerful, those things. But I just uploaded a couple of videos to my YouTube channel, Banana JSSI, of us swimming at the beach there. Wendy was sitting on the beach, and she did not want to go in. She'd never go in there. Wendy hates cold water. She has to go swimming on Maui or nothing.
Going to house in this place when she was growing up, and mate, she just would not go in the dams because of we call them over this way, you don't know it's crazy out in the water, but just yabbies, we call them yabbies, that's what the dams are full of, and I call them like crawfish because they've got big horns, blue horns, and she won't go in there, mate. I said, the most good to his complexion, you know, and I rub it all over my body and my face and that, and it's horrible, it stinks, and it's probably not good for you, and just to try and coach her in, mate, and over the last 40 years it just hasn't worked, but I still think I was younger than her, mate. I'll put it down to the mud and all the bites on my feet, QSO.
That's too funny, my friend. Well, Wendy's got 5 years on me. Wendy just turned 65 in December, and I'm going to be 61 at the end of March. So actually, she's about 4 years and 3 months or so older than me. She was born in '59, and I was born in '64. There, QSL.
So I'm just coming up to 60 in July, so much the same, mate. She's a few years older than me, nearly 6 years older. So, I think we've got the same sort of thing going down in the house, mate. A partner a couple of years older, and scared of certain types of water, cold or muddy there, mate. QSL.
Hey, QSL. Well, I've seen Wendy go in our ocean only in the summer months when it warms up to over 20 degrees. So those crawfish, Ian, can you eat those? Are those crawfish edible? Get a fire going on if it's during the summer. We gas fire, we've got a gas like outdoor entertainment area with gas stoves. Winter, mate, we're just getting a little bit cooler than that. We really like the cold weather, stay hibernate, but before it gets too cold, we got the big cast iron cooker and wood fire going over, mate, and they're just like crayfish, mate, they're not salty, they're really the muddier water over this way, mate. QSO? Oh, those sound good. Those sound yummy. Yeah, because we have crawfish in the streams here, in the freshwater streams. I think I might have seen them in the lake, but I know I've definitely seen crawfish in the streams here, but they're not very big. They're pretty small. But the ones you have there, man, they sound really good. We have prawns here and shrimp, and the prawns are pretty big on the west side of our island. They do commercial prawning out there in the ocean, and they're good when you steam them or you boil them for just a very short time, and then you kind of like make a garlic butter kind of sauce, and you dip them in there. Oh, man, that's making me hungry, man. I love that. And the crab here, too, we got Dungeness and red rock crab. So those are easy to catch. I can actually go across the street to the beach from our place, and you just put a piece of chicken meat or a piece of old fish in the crab trap. You just chuck it in the ocean there, and you wait about a half hour or so, and you can pull out some crabs there, QSL.
We have a QSO station. I'll take it in a second, mate. I was just going to say, we look for females of these yabbies, those unicorn yabbies. You have hundreds of eggs underneath the tail, mate. They protect from those. I had girls that fly out, no water, for 18 months or whatever. They do dig down into the clay area when there's no water in the back dam and the side dam. When there's no water, and they will stay there and hibernate till the water comes back through, mate. So, and I'd say years they could live there like that. We've just done on a pick run. As soon as the QSO station's after me or you, QSO station goes. A few cases up. I'm not sure if that's you, Chris. Is that you, Chris? QSO? Okay, so Whiskey 279 down in New York. No one's right coming, or one of those coming through on the side. And I've got you about 5 and 5, Brian. 5 and 5, mate. Excuse me, I've got Joe in 9 division, 9 Alpha Tango, 791. He's coming through the signals of 9 plus, not 5 and QSO.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. It's funny how conditions work. I could not hear that guy in New York at all. Nothing. You're the only one in there, and it's too late for U.S. skip in here now. It's done. U.S. North American skip is out of here. It's all Asia Pacific, South Pacific, and Southeast Asia, and some Central Pacific. So you're the only one I hear in there right now.
Yesterday, Alpha Tango 104, and pick up on the frequency. 136, there's quite a few out there, mate, so I don't know what it is. It's location for where I am in Victoria, out in the middle of nowhere, the top end of Victoria, mate. QSO?
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, it's amazing how conditions work sometime, Ian. The last couple of mornings has been just crazy with European DX. And, you know, I was talking to Europe, and then I hear talking to Hawaii off the back of the beam at the same time, and the guy in the Hawaiian Islands coming in at 20 over. I'm afraid to turn the beam around sometime in case I'm going to lose the guy. And that's happened before. I got somebody blasting in off the back of the beam, and I turn it around to get him even better, and then he disappears. So sometimes that's just the way conditions are. But right now, at this time of the night, we got a good pipeline going straight through from our North Pacific island to you in the South Pacific. I was going to ask you, how far are you from the ocean? I forget what you said, how close are you to the ocean?
I think it would be 250 kilometres north of the ocean, mate. I'd say 250, maybe a little bit more. Let me have a look. About 250 kilometres south for me to get to the ocean and go QSL.
Okay, QSL. So what ocean would it be? Would it be like Bondi Beach or Manly Beach, one of those beaches?
43VOG001, Port Phillip Bay, mate. The town of Victoria, we have Port Phillip Bay, and I go a few fishing trips over to my good friends who've got some property, quite a few acres out on Western Port Bay. So they're the two sort of southern bays from the bottom of Victoria before you get out into the back strait. And the back strait is the ocean between Victoria and Tasmania, Joe.
Oh, wow, cool. That's really cool, man. Oh, I bet you it's beautiful down there, too. I'm heading out lake fishing either end of May or in June sometime. It's about, once I get over to the mainland, take the ferry off our island. Got to drive about 5 hours to our remote lake. It's called Loon Lake. Loon Lake, it's 70 Mile House, and we're going to do some rainbow trout fishing. I was there last August, and we just maxed out on those rainbow trout. So we stay in a lodge for a few days with a few of my buddies there, and we just fish and fish and fish, get up early and fish all day. Hey, right on, man, right on. Well, it's fun. We love to cook, and I like to eat. You know, my Wendy's heading off to Arizona on Sunday. She's out of here. She's going to be gone for just about 2 weeks to Arizona. She's heading down to Sedona and down to Mesa, Arizona. Her friend stays down there for 6 months. So she's meeting up with her friends down there, and she's going to hang out in Sedona. So it's just going to be me and Krista cooking up here. So stay tuned for videos of Krista and I doing our cooking. I think next week I'm going to do maybe Monday, a nice crock pot curry chicken. I like crock pot curry chicken, so you just throw a bunch of chicken breasts in there, chop up a bunch of vegetables, and you put a nice coconut curry in there, and you kind of let it simmer for 6 hours. So, and then you put it over rice. So that's what I'm going to do. I think the first day Wendy's gone, it's going to be crock pot chicken. the way to do it, and that's the way to do it. You put some of those Italian herbs on there, oregano, basil, that kind of kicks it up a notch. And me being Italian, I do like to cook a few Italian things here and there. I'm really good at making pasta, especially the sauce. I mean, it's the sauce that makes the pasta. I mean, you can use any old pasta, but it's the sauce you got to do. So I usually do a meat sauce, and I let that simmer kind of most of the day. Anyway, Ian, it looks like conditions are changing, buddy. And before they change too much, I better say cheers and beers to you, my friend. And thanks for tuning into the videos. I always like talking to you. I haven't heard you for a while, so good to come back to me, my friend. And I'll be listening for you out there, Ian. And say hi to Wendy for me. And I'll say hi to my Wendy for you. 43 Victor Oscar Golf 001 Victoria, Australia. 9 Alpha Tango 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Waving cheers and beers until next time. I don't want you to lose me because it is changing now, propagation. Thanks, Ian. Cheers and beers, buddy. And say hi to your Wendy from us. Have a great day. Bye for now.